Hey everyone, Trace W here. Today I'm going to be looking at 5 ways to kind of outline how you play in Historical Conquest to win. So let's jump right in. The first is to prioritize morale. Morale is the key way to reach your goal of ultimately winning the game. Unlike Conquest, it relies less upon what your opponents have and more upon how quickly you can climb the ladder to reach the final marker of 3000 morale. It is slower, it can take 4 turns, but overall it's a safer strategy and overall will be faster. Be sure that you're gaining a maximum of 800 a turn with the occasional 700 above all else unless you're in a situation where morale will no longer be of consequence. Protect what you have is number 2. Many cards give your civilization immunity from certain things, such as Galileo or Harriet Tubman. And it protects from things such as morale loss, events, characters being killed, and so forth. I place it above Conquest because it strengthens your morale and your civilization, really. So it gives you less of a chance of being under Conquest yourself. Number 3 is card advantage. Card advantage is a term used in other games for having access to more cards. I put this on 3 because it ties into 2 and 4. In HC, it's a bit easier to pull off. All one has to do is empty their hand. Then you draw back up at the end of your turn, back to 5 cards. Now you have access to more cards. How do you do that? Interrupts. Interrupts are playable as a free action, so they don't count as a card played, so you want to have as many of those as long as they're valuable. Strength isn't really a valuable thing because you're not going to be able to win quickly by it, or hardly ever going to be able to win quickly by it, and almost never consistently. You can get additional value from the interrupts that you play, because you're emptying your hand, and it's allowing you to draw more cards. It means you'll have more options for free. Or actually, it's less than free. You're being paid by these interrupts to draw more cards. So make sure that your interrupts have high value. Also, cards like Henry Ford that allow you to play more cards are pretty useful. Number 4, finally, Conquest and offense. It's crucial. It's not the most surefire way to win, but it's the only way anyone could ever win by turn 3. It's not a bad strategy. I myself have won turn 3 with Conquest pretty often, actually. Not more often than not. Usually it's morale, but it can help you. With this, you can also keep your opponent in check by decreasing their morale and wiping out whatever could damage you. Again, protection. Number 5, finally, is politics. This is a gigantic part of any tabletop game. Politics have saved me pain in a lot of situations, and has definitely won me the games multiple times. How you do politics is unique to you, but how convincing you are can turn the table against you, which has happened, or unite them with you against whichever enemy you decide. Or they can just leave you alone, which has also happened. But if you use these 5 tactics, you build your deck around them, and this is very loose advice, but you build your deck and play style around them, you have a much higher chance of winning. So check in next time, and we'll see you then.